Sean Diddy Combs might actually be walking free soon. That's right. Major developments in his high-profile case are shocking everyone, because prosecutors have just dropped several serious accusations. While the trial has been making headlines for weeks, this shocking move could mean Diddy's charges are getting weaker, and some sources say his release may be just around the corner. It all started when prosecutors announced they would no longer be going after Diddy for some of the most serious allegations that had people glued to the headlines. According to official court documents, the charges being taken off the table include attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting sex trafficking. This decision hit just as the trial was heading into its final stages, making it a huge surprise for both the public and legal experts. But don't get it twisted. Even though these charges are being pulled back, that doesn't mean Diddy is completely in the clear. What's really going on is that prosecutors are changing their strategy. They're not giving up the case, they're just choosing to simplify the story they're telling the jury. Instead of including a bunch of different theories and charges that might confuse people, they're focusing on the ones they believe they can prove the strongest. That means Sean the Diddler Combs is still facing serious prison time. A minimum of 15 years and up to life for each charge, if convicted on the remaining counts, which include racketeering and 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. These federal charges carry mandatory minimums, and if the jury finds him guilty, Diddy could spend the rest of his life behind bars. Let's break that down a little more. Just because prosecutors aren't saying Diddy attempted to do things like kidnap someone or commit arson, doesn't mean they're saying he didn't do anything wrong. They're just focusing on the parts of the case where they can argue that Diddy actually completed those crimes. For example, even though the attempted arson charge is gone, they're still claiming that Diddy had Kid Cudi's car set on fire. And while they're no longer saying he helped with sex trafficking, they're now accusing him of directly sex trafficking victims himself. That's still very serious. One of the biggest names in this trial has been Cassie Ventura, who dated Diddy from 2007 to 2018. Cassie was on the stand for 4 days, sharing personal and emotional stories about their relationship. She said she was forced into situations she didn't agree to, pressured into using illegal substances, and trapped in a world that revolved around pleasing Diddy's sick fantasies. Her story has had a huge impact on the trial and on how the public sees this case. Diddy's defense team, on the other hand, has taken a different approach. Instead of bringing in a bunch of people to defend Diddy, they chose not to call any witnesses at all. Their strategy has been to poke holes in the government's story, pointing out places where witnesses gave inconsistent statements or changed their stories. Right after resting their case, Diddy's lawyers asked the judge to throw out the charges completely, saying there just wasn't enough solid evidence to prove he did anything illegal. Some say Cassie Ventura's testimony is the key to the whole thing, and if the jury believes her, Diddy is in trouble. Others think the case is too messy, with too many conflicting stories. They say the government may have done a good job checking all the boxes, but that doesn't mean the jury will see things their way. Through it all, Diddy has continued to say he's innocent. His legal team says he's the victim of a smear campaign by people trying to bring him down. But at the same time, more people have come forward with accusations, and the FBI raid on his homes earlier this year added even more drama to the situation. Whether he walks free or is found guilty, this trial will go down as one of the most shocking in music history, and with the news that some of the charges have been dropped, the story just took another wild turn. Is it a sign that Diddy is about to beat the case, or is it just a smarter strategy from the prosecution? The final verdict is coming soon, and we'll be here with every detail. Keep watching, because the story of Sean Diddy Combs, once the king of New York, is far from over.